have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Though I had heard your little team was making trouble up there for Lilith.
You haven't seen anything yet, but your time will come.
I had hoped for the challenge.
The darkness builds within you, Hunter.
The light will carry you onward. This shall be of great help.
Your suffering begins.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith. I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Make way for them. Now you understand pain. Do yourself a favor.
You were too weak for this fight. Let us see if they have an answer for this. I feel stronger already.
last of them, but stay on your toes.
Already your efforts send shockwaves across the multiverse, Hunter. Your mother will be so proud.
I am just getting started.
Good. So am I.
Usurper! You forget. You are not the ruler of Limbo. I am!
Ileana, nicely done. You always were so gifted.
So gifted, you've stole me from my parents. Twisted me into a living weapon until I cast you from this very realm?
I mean, yes.
This is starting to sound familiar.
I have reopened Blaze's portal, as well as a few others. Leave, now. Mephisto and I have some catching up to do.
A minor inconvenience.
Of course. I thought I had lost you, child. I am pleased you... The page! He carries the page. Retrieve it for me!
Come and get it.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. I hope you've got some fight left in you.
Stop.
On that we are agreed.
Here I am.
The more the merrier.
Consider it done.
Now that was something. You have earned this. Your mother abandons you.
There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you. Now so popular? It seems they have brought more friends.
Enough insolence.
Grows dim. It comes to me willingly. More daughters of Lilith. How many will she damn to hell?
My mother will sacrifice any and all of her children to achieve her goals.
How sad. Prepare yourselves. Fear my judgment.
Feel my call.
Vengeance is here.
Prepare yourselves.
I will make you regret that.
A change of mind?
They are committed to the darkness.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Defile.
Our ally needs us. They're not willing to accept defeat.
not lost focus yet.
Is everyone ready for a good fight?
Let us see if they have an answer for this. Behold the light's gift.
Thank you, friend.
Your time has come. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Your fate is sealed. Return to your mother.
My work is never done. Mindless followers suffer the same fate.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I can already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ileana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do...
He will know the true face of vengeance.
Blade and we've worked with Johnny before.
What? You're surprised Blaze gave up the parchment of power?
That doesn't sit right with me, Hunter.
Ileana called Limbo home. With that Mephisto creature?
This looks like it belongs here. It seems my offering was accepted.
One time, I ate an entire Super Grande burrito in one sitting. Sour cream, guac, black beans. The whole thing sat right at the top of my gut for a day and a half. I'm kinda busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
You are hiding out here from everyone. I know this must be about Blaze, his betrayal.
I don't really want to hear his name right now.
If there is something you need to get off your chest...
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks.
I see things are going well for you, too.
Robbie's hero tried to...
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ileana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Johnny Blaze's master plan was to entrust the Parchment of Power to Mephisto. Bravo, Ghost Rider.
Mephisto was behind the Soulless. Why did you not tell me, Ileana?
Because I didn't know for sure. It was not easy to face him, you know. But the support of my friends, like you, gave me the strength to do it. In a way, I owe him everything, even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild, gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
I would like to hear about the first time you expelled him from Limbo.
He did it to himself, really. Mephisto made the mistake of putting me in a position where I had to kill my only friends in order to prevent him from summoning the Elder Gods. I could not take it anymore, and found a way to teleport back to my parents. But it had been so many years that they didn't recognize me. In fact, they were terrified of me and called the police. So, I went back to Limbo, and used my own pain to form the Soul Sword. I used it to drive back Mephisto and take the throne. He was not expecting that. That's enough about him for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter.
Finally, some action! Thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
Mephisto is no one we wish to trifle with.
Our allies and friends give me pause, Hunter.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it?
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
You do not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
I have already heard those words spoken aloud. Blaze read from the page and I saw what it could do. The power it unleashed.
The hellfire and destruction is only the beginning, I'm afraid.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me because my facial hair resembles Mephisto's.
Blaze tried to sell...
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Only Robbie Reyes can carry our one MacGuffin of great power. It's a lot of responsibility for one ghostwriter, you know.
If you'd like my attention, just ask.
Hunter?
You have not set anything on fire today, have you? Are you all right?
Why would I not be?
We encountered Mephisto.
Duh.
I can listen if you need to talk.
I do not want to talk.
And I can listen to you say nothing for as long as you need.
I am all right, Hunter. No, that is a lie. I am not all right. But you thought to warn me. This I will not forget.
Have time to talk, Hunter? I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I did not.
The parchment contained some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You may have your doubts, but Robbie is tough. Tougher than you realize.
I wish I could share your optimism, Hunter. Everything related to the dark hole turns my stomach.
Maybe so, but I have complete faith that Robbie is strong enough to carry the parchment for as long as we need him to.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I can say is Stark had better hurry.
Not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Give me a sec. Okay, let's go. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
Until next time.
Need to unburden, Hunter?
Need a pick-me-up? Farewell, Hunter.
Everything by the numbers.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Nico.
Wait, you're what?
Maybe too much.
So glad you see it too. It seems to me that he's risking himself all for destroying the portrait.
Going to take it. We will have to keep an eye on it. Make sure the page isn't having any strange effects on him.
Maybe we can get Hunter to talk to him. See if he's okay.
Not a bad idea.
See you soon.
Someone's gotta do something about Robbie. Robbie's walking around with a magical bomb in his chest, and it's insane that people think that's okay. I mean, it seems like Caretaker understands the danger, but nobody else wants to hear it.
I know it may not seem that way, but people will listen to what you have to say. They trust and respect you.
Oh, that's sweet, Hunter. Thank you. But if that's true, then why does Robbie still have the page? Why doesn't Stark keep it in some kind of protective case or something?
I said people were willing to listen to you. I did not mean all people. Tony cannot hear others over the sound of his own voice.
I mean, be honest with me. Do you really think Stark's plan is gonna work? Because, you know what I think? I think this is all about Stark getting back at Banner. And Robbie's just a tool for him to use, like everything else in the Forge.
Tony does seem distracted by losing Banner.
Exactly! And Robbie's in danger because of it.
We are all in danger, but I do think Tony owes us an explanation for his behavior.
I swear, if anything happens to Robbie...
And what exactly do you think will happen to Robbie while he is carrying the parchment?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the magic in the page will drive him insane. Maybe it'll wreck his body. Who knows? But I really don't want to sit around waiting to find out. I just hope Robbie makes it through this in one piece.
Hunter, could you do us a great favor?
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie...
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo.
Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages.
I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Hunter. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you were trying harder to understand Strange and his magic.
I am. That's why I was asking him all those questions about the Darkhold.
So why the antagonism?
Because I don't understand it yet, and that bothers me.
Do you believe you can understand it?
Maybe. I'll get it eventually. I always do. It's just... he's really good at it.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
I warn you, The Darkhold is not a thing to be trifled with.
Oh, I'm gonna trifle with it, all right. I'm gonna trifle that thing until it's just burned ash on the floor.
Just make sure the pulp on the floor is not you.
Oh, I'll be extra careful.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Steven Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
You want the magic highlights, Tony? Good day, Hunter.
Practice makes perfect. Back again. Nice again. Time to take it to the next level. Later.
Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying faster out here. I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I'm afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
We all know about Tony's ego problem, but you are never going to best him by trying to act like you are just as important. You can be the bigger man by being the more humble man.
You're correct, as usual. Perhaps losing the Sanctum Sanctorum has made me a bit more defensive than normal when it comes to the mystic arts.
You are the Sorcerer Supreme. It does not matter if some people do not fully appreciate what that means. You know in your heart that it is important.
Thank you. I definitely needed to hear that. My ego has been checked.
Now we just need you and Tony to find a peaceful path forward.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
Salutations.